here because we needed an 8th person for quorum.
Okay, sorry about that, everyone.
Yeah, so maybe, Gord, if you can just make a comment about sliding in at 7:30 and now reaching quorum.
Okay,
And,
perfect.
okay.
Yeah.
And you are now live.
We're live. Okay, welcome everyone. Sorry for the delay. We're starting at 7:30. We now have quorum. And this is the, I don't have any of the details in front of me, so bear with me for a second here.
We don't have an agenda, Gord.
Yeah, that's true, right? We didn't really get anything.
No.
Okay. Well, let's, we can basically.
I've got the agenda here.
Oh, you have an agenda?
There should be one
Yeah,
posted
do you
on
want
the
me to read it off
website.
to you just to guide you along?
Yeah, sure, that'd be great.
First, all right, the approval of the agenda. Be it resolved that the Duntroon Hall Board hereby approves the agenda dated December 21st, 2021 as presented. So, mover and seconder. All in favor?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Sorry, Gord, once you get it up, Gord, just tell me and
Yeah.
once you get the agenda there.
Might take a while there. I'm getting old, you know.
Disclosure of disqualifying interest and nature thereof. Anybody have any disqualifying interests? I don't think so, eh?
No.
Oh. Okay. If anybody does jump in at any point, so then Gord, the approval of the minutes, we never did get the minutes sent to us. So Sarah suggested that we just defer that till the next meeting. So, yep.
Sounds good.
And okay, and then business arising from the minutes. Have you got it there now, Gord? Are you?
You know what? Just hold on a second. I'm just on the township website trying to pull it up, and it just shut me out. Let me see.
Anyway, the first one is washroom update.
Oh, there it is.
So the washroom update, as I said earlier, before we went live, that it's kind of on hold right now. The New Year's Eve dance party got canceled. So we have decided that we will go back at it in January when we hopefully have some more spare time than we did in December. So.
Okay. Gord, you ready to take over now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm shutting my microphone off here.
Okay. Thanks, Doug. Rental agreement and rates update. I'm not sure. Have people reviewed that?
Jim made some suggestions for that.
Is Jim on or no?
No, he's not on right now.
Okay.
It's basically just the rates that we changed. We didn't really change any wording.
Yeah, Jim did have a list here. I'm just looking at it. His comments were he believes the capacity of the hall is capped at 299 or 300 because not having
It was 299. I remember that part.
Yeah. Mentioning since the upper and lower hall rental is 371 with alcohol. 2 fridges will still apply. Was a question.
Mm-hmm.
Lower hall plus bowling looks like a very big discount on bowling. Wondering if the lower hall alone rental should be lower or if the lower hall plus bowling should be higher. So I'm trying to remember what the rates were for this singles. Pulling that, the agreement up. Yeah, so the combo is 200. The lower hall only is 180. And the bowling is 100. So they're sort of saying, I guess what he's saying is that his suggestion is instead of the combo being 200, it being 230. So then basically you're paying half price for the bowling alley if you do both, as opposed to just $20 for the bowling alley added in.
Yeah.
Do people agree with that? Should we make an amendment that maybe we up the combo price to 230?
That would make sense to me.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah. Okay. I'll make a motion that we amend the rental hall agreement to increase the combo price of lower hall and bowling to $230 as opposed to the $200 that was originally presented. All in favor?
Yep, I'll second it in favor.
Yep.
Just to Jim's comment about the 2 fridges, it's there's actually only 1 fridge in the basement now,
Yeah.
so that needs to be amended as well.
Okay. I don't think we need, do we need to make a motion on that or just,
No, it just needs to be
Oh.
corrected.
yeah. Cleanup / closing, wondering if the property may be more clear, if property, in quotations, more clear for renters than premise to have a better chance that they don't leave bags outside.
Yep.
I'm not opposed to that.
Yeah,
And-
property is, yeah, people understand what they mean better with property, I think.
Encompasses
And
the whole thing.
property is listed here 2 or 3 times too, so I will keep it as property.
He also in quotes, he has ensure that the hall is left in same or better condition as you found it. Not opposed to that either. That's the more we can stress that, the better. And then there's no confusion on the renter's part. Bottom line, page 2, failure to comply. Basically, he's wondering if we should basically apply additional charges with the failure to comply. I mean, I'm not sure how exactly we're going to recoup at a later date, but
Well, it depends if you have a credit card on file.
yeah, that's true.
Right, maybe that's one thing you need to do is when people are doing e-transfers and stuff is get a credit card on file. And I don't know, I don't think it's been a big deal ever for years, but it has been in the past occasionally, I guess.
Because we do we collect a damage deposit? Monica, is there a damage deposit or Mary?
Just on the buck and dough.
Just the buck and dose?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you have much damage on anything else other than for a buck and dough, Monica?
Not really. The only thing they do wrong is leave me the garbage, but I'm trying to stay on top of that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if we start to see a problem with that, maybe that's something we could consider in the future. I don't think it needs to be, it's hard to apply additional charges. It's like, where do you start?
And the majority of the people are local people we know anyways.
Yeah.
Right. Just convincing them to take the garbage is the biggest pain.
Yeah. And bottom of page 3 should be noted that when sending the deposit to K McDonald to include the date of rental. Yeah, just that's a good point there because I think for Mary and like just for our future records, it's easier to understand where the payments have come from. If they're not necessarily linked to the name of the rental, at least if we have the date, then it becomes
This is all
clearer.
in my notes that I send them. They just don't always read them.
Yeah.
Imagine that, somebody not reading something somebody sent. Mark or Ron, did you happen to read these rental agreements earlier?
Definitely.
Word for word. And his final note was to hyperlink the Clearview risk management document, which I don't think would be too difficult, just basically to have it added to the bottom as please note. And then once, because if we've done that, then we're basically covering that this is the expectations, this is the rules that they're to abide by. And as we know, chances are they probably won't read them, but at least they've been made accessible. So if we can all agree that I think the only one there that we would really make a concrete change was to the additional charges at this point. Everybody support that?
Yep.
All right. Move on from there. Resolved, Duntroon Hobart hereby approve the proposed rental agreement and update rental rates as presented,
As amended.
as amended. All in favor? Roz, Dave, Councilor McKechnie.
My screen's frozen, but I'm okay.
You're
Were
right.
the capacity numbers okay?
The capacity is 299 for the
Downstairs.
whole hall.
The whole.
I think that is the whole hall. When you're getting a liquor license, it used to be 299 with capacity. Maybe that's because we only licensed the upstairs, but I thought it was licensed the whole building. I couldn't remember. Monica, do you have a?
No, I don't know for sure.
I would say the agreement says we have 265 with alcohol, 299 without alcohol upstairs. And the downstairs 106 with alcohol, 123 without. So
What Jim was saying was he was adding the two numbers together. So if somebody's thinking they can have 200 and some upstairs and 120 some downstairs, that's where he's getting the 371. So you would have to check with the township or the health unit that has the capacity on it.
Well, she's
Verify.
got those numbers somewhere, so she must have read them.
would they have been on the previous agreement?
Yes, and they're on the web page too.
Yeah. Yeah, I think as you say, as Jim is saying, to clarify, is that like and Dave's saying, by putting, you can't amalgamate those numbers. So if you're renting the downstairs, but if you're renting both, the upstairs numbers apply. Is that what I'm getting from this? That the whole hall is capped at 299, even though that is what the
Yeah,
even though
I thought when we had our firefighter dances there, we always called it 299 as the capacity with alcohol. But
For the whole
that may
hall.
have changed too. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that may have changed too.
Okay, we should clarify those numbers. To make sure that they're correct. I will check with the health unit and see what we have mandated for that.
Okay.
Great. Alrighty. Mary, financial report.
Our bank balance as of today is $29,214. I just got the hydro bill today, and that number includes payment of that. The hydro bill was only $194 or something like $195 this month.
Wow.
Yeah, because it's been consistently 400, 432, 450. So 195 is quite a big difference.
Wait till the heat comes back on.
Exactly. So that's it. We're in good shape, but there's going to be quite a few more deposit refunds, don't you think, Monica?
There shouldn't be too many more right now because everything has canceled.
You think people are going to go ahead with the rentals?
Well, we have no more now until March, so they're not going to cancel just yet.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. All right.
I've left a couple messages with Joseph. I know he's a little busy, but have you received anything as of late?
No.
Okay. I keep sending a message just to update me or follow through, and I haven't got anything yet. So
Did he repair the holes?
that's a good question. I'll have to double check that. All right. Event and booking update. I guess, Monica, as you say, all the Christmas holiday rentals, family Christmases went ahead, which was great.
Yes, and we had a girl rent the kitchen for 2 days for the Christmas market in Collingwood. She did her baking there,
Very good.
and I haven't heard any more.
Good.
And then we have the couple bookings to the end of the year, but they have canceled.
Yeah, so the only cancellation's the Buck and Doe?
No, and then we had a couple Christmas parties canceled,
Oh, okay.
that started like on Sunday.
Yeah, okay. Which, given the current regulations, everything's been reduced again, so that probably would have inhibited the Buck and Does.
So what is the capacity now?
10 inside, 25 out.
Okay. So if somebody's by the hall, can they turn the heat way down? Because we're not going to have anybody in there.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
I'll go check for that patching and check the heat and just do a basic inspection.
And
So
we'll
then
have to.
After that, our next Buck and Doe is March the 5th.
Okay.
We'll have
And then
to.
we're booked solid until the middle of May.
We'll have to get a team together to take the Christmas decorations down too.
Yeah. When do those need to be down by?
March.
Okay. All right. I could probably fit it in.
Yeah. We're gonna really ride this Christmas out.
Yeah.
We have church in the basement for the 1st of January through till Easter. And we went back upstairs at Easter one time, and it was still decorated for Christmas. Nobody had been upstairs to take a thing apart.
Oh, gee.
So after each booking, I've been sending out a little blurb to people saying, thank you for renting the hall. And if you have anything, suggestions, how we can improve. And everybody said they had a wonderful experience.
Excellent.
Nice.
Good,
Good.
good.
Well, let's just hope we can get rolling again full time. All right. Thanks, Monica. Facility review. So I'll just give an update with regards to Terry has reached out, and I guess Burnside has reached out to them, and they are saying they will be completing their studies mid to end of January, at which point we'll be meeting with them again at the hall to go over those the projected plans, and then this how it follows from there. We'll see. Time will tell. But that sort of gives us a start on when we can look at some plans and make our final adjustments, and then they will go to the council and get approvals and continue on.
Would they be able to send us the plans
In advance?
by email ahead of time, so we can have some chance to look them over and see
Yeah.
what needs to be done?
Yeah, I think that's definitely fair. Yeah. So as soon as those, I'll reach out to Terry to mention that. But I think as soon as once they get them, then I'll get them to get forwarded on to us before we plan to meet. But it sounds like that's moving ahead. I think that's for all 6 halls too. So that's good news across the board. Is there anything, Doug, you have in that capacity? No.
No, I just got a copy of the same letter that you got, Gord. So I don't know anything more than you do. Terry was saying sometime in January, and I guess he's gonna be coming to council, I suppose, with his recommendations. He says in January. When he says that, I figure it'd probably be late January, at the earliest, probably. And then I guess we go from there. So yeah, I don't really know any more than you do. So
Okay. Yeah. Good. I don't think there's anything else unless somebody's got some new business. No new business. I don't think anything to report. I think, Roz, I like it better when you had 2 paintbrushes coming out. You sort of look like a sprite or some like fairy tale creature.
How many paintbrushes do you use at a time? I was talking to Allison Boyack, and she always uses one all the time.
Depends.
None.
It's
I don't
crazy.
paint.
No, exactly. It is a roller.
Yeah.
That was a question for everybody. Yeah.
A roller.
I don't even use them if I can avoid it.
I was asking Ron.
Yeah.
Good, everybody.
One thing I had here was, but I guess this is okay until March, but the bowling alley needed some work, oil to be changed in the compressor, but obviously that's not an issue right now either.
That'll be a January project. When we're down working on the bathroom, we'll get in and do a little service on that thing.
Yeah.
There's an air leak in the pin setter too that we'll have to address. So
Yeah.
I was over there last week, and the picnic tables that Mark and I had piled up, we had piled them against the tree, and they were thrown away from the tree. So I put them back up against the tree, and the star that the township put in was on the ground. Yeah.
Was that for the wind?
So anyways, yeah.
Yeah,
that
I'm
high
guessing it was
windy day.
that really windy day.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
impressive that it throws picnic tables, but
Wow.
depending on how they're sitting, I guess.
Well, it threw them pretty good. And the star was down, and the garbage can was almost on the road. anyways, yeah. But you can expect it with that high winds we had.
Yeah.
Yeah. God,
The
that big
Christmas lights are
star,
staying up?
was it that big star down
Yeah.
on or oh my gosh.
No,
Yeah,
the little stars at the back there are fine.
I guess they were a little bit more protected.
They're a little
Possibly.
lower center of gravity.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Our Christmas lights stayed up, did they? I haven't looked.
Oh, they look good. They look really good.
They look nice, yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And the propane's just been topped up, so we're good that way.
Good. And if we're turning the heat down, that propane will last a little longer than if we have it cranked straight up.
And a better thermostat.
Yes.
Do we have any sort of update? Sorry, I'm backtracking a little bit with the new furnace that was brought in.
No, we're still chasing somebody to put it in.
Okay. Obviously not a big issue if
Sooner rather than later would always be better because then we're
Yeah.
running on geo instead of hydro. So
yeah, but if we're not using a lot of heat, so it's not as
Yeah.
pressing, but yeah.
Is the note I put on the electric fireplace make sense? Is it in the right place?
the note's fine. The location of the fireplace was it was going to keep the thermostat satisfied and the furnace would never run.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I believe Ron and Mark, you guys moved that, didn't you then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It looked like it was a good place to put it against the wall, but it would mess with the thermostat. So
Yeah, true.
Where did you end up putting it?
by the post where that old fridge was.
I was just thinking that's probably would be the best spot for it because you see it when you come in from a distance, and yeah, that's a great idea, and it's sort of protected by the post.
Yeah.
Good. Now we need to build a mantle around it.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a decent looking fireplace. For sure.
Yep.
Yeah, no. Good
Good
find,
purpose.
Mary.
You can put it, no, it was Taylor or Nicole or somebody.
Oh,
I just went and picked it up. Yeah, you can put a TV on top and everything, Gordon, and then bring that old couch back and life's good.
We'll never leave. Good. All right. Well, we have next meeting scheduled as January 18th. We'll see if we get an earlier report from Burnside. I might see, potentially if we might move that back a week. But yeah, we'll see how things play out, whether we adjust that or we stick with it. And other than that, I think, are we good to adjourn? All right.
I think so.
Well, I
I
hope
think so.
everybody has a super happy holidays. Your families are all well, you eat well, you drink well, you get outside and get active, enjoy the fresh air, and I hope we run into you somewhere.
Can we have a motion to adjourn before we just,
Yeah,
I'll
I
make-
was gonna
I'll make
Finish
a
with
motion
that.
if you want.
be it resolved, the Duntroon Hall Board meeting be adjourned at 7:59 Gordon Kemp time, 8:01 Trivia Clerk time.
I'll second the motion. Merry Christmas, everyone.
All right.
yeah.
Merry